It's the Jay Stone. It's the Jay Stone Radio Show. Jay Stone Radio Show.
Found anything yet? Nothing yet, sir. How about you?
Not a thing, sir.
What about you guys? We ain't found shit.
I'm Jay Stone. Welcome back to another episode of my show exclusively at rockmetaltalk.com and stonechromeradio.com. That was Ready by Kisses Kill, and I have James on the phone. Welcome to the show, James. How are you?
I'm doing good, man. Thanks for having me today.
Yeah, no problem. So, having you on the show, obviously, because I'm a fan of your previous band. I always hope that I was pronouncing it correctly, but it is Triptaka.
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 Well,
Yes,
we've got it. We've had it all. We've had Triptaka and however you want to say it is cool.
Well, no, it's good to know because that's always how you probably heard it on the show. I don't know if you listened to that many shows back, but I did play it quite a bit, and that's
oh yeah, totally. Which is why that's really why I'm glad to be on the show today, because I know you've been a big supporter of my music in the past, and it's just great to actually talk to you and get on the show. So
cool,
thanks again.
You. No problem, anytime. So. Right there, I played Ready. That's off your new CD that's out or about to come out. Well, since you've never been on the show and the music's always been played, let's take it back a step.
Sure.
What's going on with Triptaka?
So basically, we released our debut album in 2007, and it was pretty well received, and we started working on a follow-up. And basically, I would say that we're on hiatus now. What happened is the three of us are in the band together, but we also compose music for film and television as our kind of like our full-time jobs, I guess, with another gentleman named Brian. And so we've just basically we kind of got sidetracked with like our careers, and we're fortunate enough that we are still able to make music together every single day. So we're still collaborating and doing stuff, but unfortunately it just hasn't taken the form of Triptaka. And you kind of know what it's like. It's a bit of a time warp. Like a year goes by and then suddenly 5 years have gone by and there's no new material. But recently we've kind of been discussing putting out an EP or something like that. So we're kind of messing around with some ideas and whatnot. And also I had Dave, the guitarist from Triptaka, played on one of the tracks on the Kisses Kill album. And just the two of us working together kind of rekindled that flame a little bit. So I'm hoping that soon we'll have a follow-up. And we already do have a remix album that's ready to release that we've just kind of been sitting on with some pretty big-name artists on it. Some guys from Prodigy, Reese Fulber from Frontline Assembly and Delirium, Steve White from KMFDM. So we're hoping to release that. The plan was to release that 6 years ago. But like I said, you know how it is, but with band politics and life and stuff, it's just time flies by. But we're going to get back to it soon. So
what type of movies have you guys scored and have done music for?
Well, we do a variety of all different sorts of stuff. I would say our main bread and butter right now is animation. So we do, I think there's 3 shows we have on Cartoon Network, a couple on PBS. We've done a few video games, a few feature films. Mostly television is our bread and butter. I would say one of the cool projects we did recently, which is probably the closest thing to a Triptaka reunion that you'll find, is we were fortunate enough to write some music for the soundtrack to Metal Gear Rising for the Xbox 360. And I think if you Google YouTube Metal Gear Rising end credits, a song will come up that the 3 of us all played on. We kind of do a variety of all different sorts of styles, from orchestral to rock to metal to whatever the client needs. So it's quite fulfilling musically, and I also understand that we're quite fortunate to be able to make a living, writing music.
Right.
So,
no, that's understandable there. Is it strictly music, or do you guys do voiceover stuff as well?
We actually do audio post-production stuff, so we record voice actors that come in. We do some of the vocals ourselves. Obviously, Graham, the singer from Triptaka, he sings on a couple of theme songs on some TV shows and stuff. So we do a little bit of everything. We've done some sound design and whatnot as well. But again, I think our main bread and butter is composing the music scores for stuff.
So do you think that I would assume there's probably better money in that? We were talking about royalties and stuff.
Yeah.
How does that work? Do you get something every time it's aired, or?
Absolutely. And like again, I say, like, I'm very fortunate to have kind of fallen into this niche of the music industry. I know that royalties aren't the case like this for most typical musicians, but television and film and whatnot pays really, really well every time it airs. So we're quite fortunate to be getting residuals quite often. And you know what? That's what actually gives me the freedom to be able to do stuff like Kisses Kill and Triptaka, right? So we don't have to worry about where the money's coming from, and we can just kind of be totally freed up and just create art, you know?
Right. So, I mean, I've always got a good reception from the music playing it on the show. Has that been the case everywhere, or?
Yeah, you know, I can't, you know, as far as Triptaka is concerned, we had a really great reaction when we released the album. And that seems to be kind of, that's kind of part of the reason I feel like it's a bit of a shame we didn't do a follow-up sooner, because, you know, there was a lot of really positive momentum behind that record. So, yeah, I know there was like one really bad review online, which is actually quite welcome. I like getting criticisms, you know, because it just makes me better. But, yeah, no, it seemed to be pretty positive. I can't complain.
Well, it can't be for everybody either. I mean, there's stuff out there that, I mean, I think it's good musically, but it's just not for me. So some people might say it sounds too much like this or sounds too much like that. So
yeah.
You're always going to have that. So if you don't, something isn't right.
Yeah, exactly.
But
you can't please everybody all the time, right?
And any time I was ever on the road or anything and done stupid shit on stage, because that's I'm not the same person when I hit the stage. I'm a lunatic. But
yeah, that's awesome.
if I worried about everything that was said about me in clubs saying you'll never play here again, I go, we'll see about that. We'll see what comes out in the paper tomorrow, in the music paper, and you'll be calling. And sure as shit, they'd always call. But so,
well, you know, it's interesting that you mentioned this, though, because that's one of the big things I learned doing the Kisses Kill album. Like with Triptaka, I was, you know, played synths and, you know, helped produce the tracks. But with Kisses Kill, I am the front man, and it's the first time I've ever been a front man, or kind of it's all just been me. Right. And so it's been a new experience to kind of. It's hard to not take feedback, negative feedback personally when you're kind of the front man. And so I would say this experience has really thickened my skin quite a bit. And yeah, it's interesting. You know, I find the negative feedback. I just try and embrace it now and kind of get better, like take it as a good criticism and just kind of try and improve and get better.
Right.
And just move on in spite of all the negative stuff, you know? But
that's the only thing you can do. And actually that got me going more than when someone said good things about me, because I'm like, you know what, motherfucker?
Yeah.
I'm going to show your ass the next time you come to one of our shows.
Yeah.
So
that's exactly how I feel. I'm gonna make more records in spite of people.
Yeah, you can't worry about what other people think, because there's always going to be someone like me times 10 that's going to support it the way it should be. So
yeah,
I mean, look at it's the same thing with the radio show. I'm not everybody's cup of tea because I'm honest. I state my opinion.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you're my cup of tea, man. I much prefer listening to you talk than
I was trying to think of today, like, man, how can I get more people to tune in and get the shtick? I was going to actually change my name for the day to Howard Stone, just to get people thinking. It's like, you know what? It's not all that bad. There's a lot of good to my show, but yes. If there's something stupid, I'm gonna call you out on it. But I don't mean any harm. But a lot of the bands I bitch about are actually bands I'm huge fans of. So
yeah, for sure.
But it's fun when you see stupid news. It's not. It's like, you know what, dude? This is so dumb. Like the whole Van Halen thing. I'm sure you probably heard me go off on that, but I don't want to get sidetracked from talking to you about the music. So.
Yeah, no worries. No, I totally appreciate the way that you have your show and your honesty and all that. I wish more people were like that, you know?
Yeah, because it really makes it boring, and I'm doing it this way because that's what's going to get people to listen, whether they like me or not, to listen to the music I play. Yeah, I play a lot of signed material, but I don't I play a lot of music that no one's ever heard. So
Yeah.
and not saying no